You're listening to MuniCast, the podcast that discusses municipal leadership. Season 6 of MuniCast is brought to you by SaskTel's Innovation and Collaboration team. SaskTel can help you sort through the noise to create solutions that add value quickly, whether it's reducing your environmental footprint, driving investment, community development, or just saving money. Contact your SaskTel account manager to find out more. MuniCast is brought to you by SUMA, the voice of Saskatchewan's hometowns. Each season discusses unique perspectives on local governance that includes conversations with both individuals and organizations. Past episodes have explored the core principles and challenges that municipal leaders face and delved into valuable lessons from seasoned officials and examined approaches municipal governments can consider in addressing issues that involve all levels of government, such as mental health and addictions and truth and reconciliation. In Season 6, we will be exploring the heart of SUMA. Join us as we roll up our sleeves and chat with our amazing team members about what they do every day and how it plays a vital role in helping Saskatchewan's hometowns thrive. Get ready for engaging discussions that showcase how our work influences municipalities. Today, we're talking to members of SUMA's events and communications teams. Catherine Holland, the Marketing and Sponsorship Advisor. Cheyenne Geisen, Advocacy and Communications Advisor. Katee Galandi, Manager of Strategic Member Engagement and Events, Tanisha Khan, Communications Advisor, and myself, Stephanie Barassa, Education and Events Advisor. Conducting today's interview is Jean-Marc Nadeau, CEO of SUMA.
Welcome, MuniCast listeners, to this afternoon's episode. We are in great company with SUMA staff, Catherine, Cheyenne, Katee, Steph, and Tanisha, who have joined me for this episode. In this season's MuniCast, we are excited to introduce our listeners to SUMA and explore the opportunities provided to our members. SUMA's biggest member event is our annual Convention and Tradeshow. We all know that. 1,000 people show up either in Regina and Saskatoon on a rotation base, and this planning is organized by Katee and her team. So Katee, can you tell me about the convention, how it benefits SUMA's members?
Sure, thanks, Jam. The SUMA Convention provides a platform for our members to network, learn, and discuss key issues affecting Saskatchewan communities. While at convention, our members hear from inspiring and informative speakers and participate in sessions that offer practical solutions and best practices for municipalities. They shape advocacy efforts of SUMA and have an opportunity to be a part of the collective voice of the associations. They also meet with provincial ministers and senior officials to raise concerns and advocate for respective communities. They connect with peers from other municipalities and share common experiences and challenges. They also, at our trade show, discover new products and services from various exhibitors that can help improve their operations and efficiency, and enjoy social events and entertainment that celebrate the diversity and culture of Saskatchewan. It's a jam-packed agenda that typically kicks off on a Sunday in April and doesn't stop for about 3.5 days.
And as I said in my opening remarks, we have generally about 1,000 people in attendance. So that's a big event in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, it's huge. It's actually one of the largest Saskatchewan-run events in Saskatchewan.
So it wouldn't be convention, Catherine, if we didn't have the trade show. So tell us about the trade show and what it offers to our members.
So just like the convention, SUMA's trade show is one of the largest of its kind in Canada. We have a wide range of exhibitors who provide products and services that municipalities use each day. The time that members spend at the trade show allow them to find solutions to the issues they may be facing in their municipality and to strengthen relationships with companies or organizations that they currently work with.
And this year, if I remember right, our trade show was one of the largest we've had, right? We had 239 booths, if I remember right.
We did have 239 single booths, which worked out to around 220 separate exhibitors.
That's fantastic. The members, I know from speaking with them, had a lot of positive around the trade show and the opportunity to interact with not only the vendors that are there, but those that are within the Kinetic organization, and just the layout of the floor plan was fantastic. So kudos to you and the team for organizing that trade show. One of the major aspects of our convention are the award ceremonies that allow us to celebrate our members, the municipalities, and individuals with hundreds of their peers. So within the main convention agenda, the Saskatchewan Municipal Awards are presented. Steph, what can you tell us about the awards?
Yeah, so the Saskatchewan Municipal Awards, or the SMAs, are a collaborative partnership between SUMA, SARM, Government Relations, New North, RMAA, and UMass. 4 projects are awarded for top municipal-led initiative, top rural municipal-led initiative, top urban municipal-led initiative, and a regional cooperation award that goes to an initiative that was led by at least one rural and one urban municipality. The objective of the SMA program is to recognize and celebrate excellence and innovation that's being driven by Saskatchewan's municipalities, and the awards provide an opportunity to highlight and share knowledge through a video about each of the winning practices. Those videos are shared at both the SARM and the SUMA annual conventions, and everyone who's in attendance at these events gets to learn about best practices that are shared in the winners' videos, and then those videos are also later available on the Municipal Awards website and YouTube channels after the awards presentations are completed at both SUMA and SARM conventions. Winners also have the opportunity to receive recognition that they deserve for the hard work that their municipalities have been putting into these projects, and their efforts inspire others to look at innovative ways to address needs in their municipalities. Nominations for the upcoming 2024 SMAs open on September 10th and close on November 26th.
I look forward every year to that award ceremony because it just celebrates the incredible innovation our municipalities put forward every year. That's fantastic. So moving on, during the President's Gala, which occurs usually on Tuesday evening of our convention, service awards are given for 20 or more years of service as a municipal employee or elected official. Well, Cheyenne, can you speak to the recognition that these awards offer?
Sure. SUMA Service Awards are offered in recognition of exemplary contributions to the development and success of urban communities and governments in Saskatchewan. The Meritorious Award is given to long-serving municipal employees. It recognizes their career success, dedication, and involvement in their local community. The Honorary Service Award recognizes elected officials who have served 20 or more years on council, recognizing their long-term dedication to and involvement in their communities. Presenting the awards at the President's Gala allows winners to be recognized in front of hundreds of their peers. Nominations for the SUMA Service Awards typically open toward the end of October and remain open until January of the following year.
That's fantastic, Cheyenne. I remember actually this year's event where we actually awarded a service award to somebody who would serve in the municipal sector for 47 years. That's unbelievable, the commitment to the municipal sector. So again, during the President's Gala, we also award 2 very important distinctions, the Scoop Leary Award and the Life Member Award. And Katee, can you tell us a little bit more about those awards and how the winners are selected?
Sure, I'd love to. The Scoop Leary Award is an award that was donated by L.H. Scoop Leary. He was a longtime mayor of Moose Jaw and SUMA president in 1956 and 57. This award was first presented in 1975 and was dedicated to his memory. Scoop dedicated his career to improving his community with a kind and humanitarian spirit. It's presented to an elected official, administrator, SUMA official, personnel in the Ministry of Government Relations, or personnel in First Nations and Métis relations who has demonstrated a higher standard for public engagement. The purpose of this award is to recognize outstanding service in municipal government or administration on a local, provincial, and national basis. Any SUMA member, the Convention Planning Committee, or the SUMA Board of Directors may nominate an individual. The Convention Planning Committee reviews the nominations, and if they find a successful candidate for the year, their selection is approved by the SUMA Board of Directors. Moving on to the Life Membership Award, in 1985, it was introduced in view of the fact that some people have given exemplary services to Council and to SUMA but do not qualify for the Honorary Service Award because they did not serve for the necessary 20-year period. This award is granted by SUMA directors and recognizes an individual whose career exemplifies commitment and dedication to the community and significant contributions to urban government in Saskatchewan through SUMA. To qualify, one must be an elected official who has served on the SUMA Board of Directors for at least 2 terms, and eligible candidates are reviewed, and a recipient can be selected by the Board of Directors. Both of these awards do not need to be awarded every year, and they are chosen by the board as people that they'd like to recognize at a higher standard.
Across the province, SaskTel is engaged with many different municipal organizations who seek to innovate. Contact your SaskTel account manager to learn more about some of these initiatives and how they can help your municipality today.
So thank you, Katee. So many of these convention events would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. Catherine, can you share with us why convention sponsors are so valuable?
I sure can, JM. Sponsorships play an extremely important role in convention. They help to offset the cost of convention for our members, which is important because many municipalities are already working with limited budgets. Sponsorships provide valuable opportunities for relationship building and connection between sponsors and municipalities.
Building upon all this, every year, members tell us that education is one of the valuable components of convention. Steph, your turn. Can you tell us about the education opportunities that SUMA hosts throughout the year?
Absolutely. Convention is a great opportunity to catch a variety of education sessions, but throughout the year, SUMA does have several other opportunities for members to learn from speakers and engage with SUMA. So SUMA's webinar program aims to provide informative sessions for SUMA members on a variety of topics related to municipalities. Topics over the last year have included updates to legislation, connecting to communities, council-CAO relationships, and governance. We have a great lineup of webinars coming up this year that include discussions on legal matters, partnerships, environmental programs, and more. So all webinars are recorded and are available to members on the member portal on SUMA's website. Another opportunity is this podcast. So MuniCast is available to the public and is currently on its 6th season. Episodes have explored principles and challenges that municipal leaders face, and they have included valuable lessons from seasoned officials and have included discussions on approaches that municipal governments can take when addressing issues that involve all levels of government, such as mental health and addictions and truth and reconciliation. So as I'm sure listeners know, in this season, we're speaking with SUMA staff about the work that SUMA does and some of the resources that we have available to members. So you can listen to all previous episodes of MuniCast on most podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Another one of our annual events is SUMA's Summer School program, which occurs on a 4-year cycle and includes Candidate School, Mayor's Summer School, SUMA Summer School, and the SUMA Mayor's Summit. This year, we'll be hosting candidate school sessions for potential municipal candidates ahead of the municipal elections. And Candidate School is open to the public and includes Municipal Governance 101 session where participants learn how municipal democracy works and the roles and responsibilities of council. And next year, we look forward to hosting newly elected or re-elected mayors for Mayor's Summer School. We have also offered education sessions in member meetings such as regional meetings and sector meetings, but with upcoming changes to SUMA's governance structure, member meetings will likely look a little bit different in the coming years, but we'll still be finding ways to bring additional relevant education sessions to your municipalities. So lastly, SUMA occasionally hosts additional workshops for members, and last fall we held a half-day session with Brownlee LLP on emerging trends in municipal law, and coming up we have a full-day procurement boot camp for municipal administrators. So the best way to stay in the know about what SUMA is offering and what's coming up is by keeping an eye on the municipal update, member emails, and events listings on our website.
As with convention, sponsorship plays an important role in making these opportunities possible, and we're very grateful to our sponsors for their generous support in ensuring that these opportunities can continue.
I'm amazed every time I hear about events that we're putting on, how much work goes into planning and organizing them, but just the sheer amount of work that we do on behalf of the members. Kudos to the team as we get ready for next year's events that will be occurring. We work collaboratively with government and other municipal organizations on programs like the Municipal Awards, but there are other opportunities for members to participate in educational opportunities through programs supported by SUMA. And one of these programs is the Municipal Leadership Development Program, or MLDP. So again, to you, Steph, can you tell us a little bit more about this program?
Yeah, so the MLD program is another joint partnership between SUMA, SARM, Government Relations, New North, RMAA, and UMass. The program was designed to be responsive to the needs of municipal officials and is a series of workshops developed exclusively for elected and appointed municipal leaders in Saskatchewan. The workshops target specific issues that are important to urban, rural, and northern municipalities. And within the next year, SUMA will be hosting the Municipal Leadership Roles and Responsibilities, or MLRR, workshop for new elected officials. So keep an eye on our website and the MLDP website for more information about the program and other upcoming workshops.
So we haven't heard from Tanisha yet. So here's your opportunity. One of the informal educational opportunities we have is the Municipal Peer Network. So Tanisha, can you tell us a little bit more about this program?
One of the best resources we have is our colleagues who have already walked a mile in our shoes. And that's exactly what the Sask Municipal Peer Network is. It's a collaborative project between SUMA, SARM, UMass, and RMAA and the Government of Saskatchewan. We have many senior administrators and elected officials who are experienced and knowledgeable about the day-to-day workings of the municipal office, particularly topics like interpersonal conflict, governance practices, service provisions, public issues, and roles and responsibilities. The aim is to share this knowledge and experience with elected officials and administrators through coaching and advice. Through the Sask Municipal Peer Network, current elected officials and administrators can contact peer mentors by phone or by email. The contact information and bios for each of our members is available on the website, and anyone contacting a mentor can choose the mentor they think will be the right fit to address their particular issue. What's great too is that any conversation that takes place between a mentor and a peer stays confidential, and there's absolutely no cost to the service. You can always learn more about the network and select a mentor at saskpeernetwork.org.
Yes, I've been involved with the peer network since the inception about 4 years ago, I want to say, or even more. It's been some time that we've had this program in place, and it certainly provides elected officials and administrators an opportunity to reach out to someone who, as you said, has walked a mile in the same shoes, to ask some questions, sort of bounce some ideas in confidentiality, which is the key ingredient here. We don't always want to come out and talk about what's going around in our heads, and this provides an opportunity for those members to do that. Another program that SUMA is involved in is the Municipal Administration Program through the Sask Polytechnic and U of R. U of R has had the LGA for quite some time. It's the local government program where somebody in mid-career rather, wants to, consider a career in the municipal sector, can take the LGA, and there's 5 or 6 courses that they go through, and they get certified eventually by the Board of Examiner to be certified as working in the municipal sector. There are 2 boards of examiners, the urban and the rural. But what we have found over the years is that there's a gap with attracting new employees into the municipal sector, the younger ones that are coming out of high school that are maybe, searching what kind of careers they can potentially consider. And in partnership with Sask Poly, with the government of Saskatchewan, Government Relations, UMass, RMAA, and SARM, as well as the Canadian Association of Municipal Administrators, we've developed a program based on the 2-year business diploma with a specialization in municipal administration. So again, another example of the type of work that we do here at SUMA that provides support to our members, whether they're currently in the municipal sector or considering a career in the sector. So over the next year, members and the public will begin to see a new campaign that we've titled We Are Urban. So Tanisha and Cheyenne, can I ask you to share with our listeners a little bit more about this campaign and some of the goals that SUMA has for it?
I'm pretty excited about this campaign because I think sometimes some of our smaller members will look at themselves and ask, are we in fact urban? And our response to that is, yes, you are. And I'm so excited for our members to take ownership of the fact that they are urban, that they have medical clinics and fire halls and schools and coffee shops and, so many facilities that smaller centers have and that surrounding areas also access. This is a campaign that will be rolling out throughout the province. You'll see it on billboards around our smaller centers, villages, towns, and other urban municipalities.
We're also going to be doing a pretty large social media rollout of this campaign, which is really more focused on allowing our members to showcase the things that they're most proud of in their community. By showcasing every size of urban community on our social media, we will both educate the public in the key differences between urban and rural municipalities. And most importantly, we'll be celebrating the urban family, from the smallest of villages to the largest of cities as a whole.
I can't tell you how excited I am about this campaign, and I look forward to seeing the billboards and some of the social network posts that we put out throughout this campaign starting later this year. Now, it's one thing to host these events and education opportunities, but without a way to communicate them to our members, we would have a hard time getting anyone to show up. So, Tanisha, can you tell me a bit more about how the municipal update helps connect with our members?
Thanks, JM. Well, SUMA's communications definitely tries to tie together all the moving pieces that we have. Our goal is always to get information out to members in the most succinct and easy to understand way. That's where Municipal Update, our e-newsletter that goes out bi-weekly, comes in. Through Municipal Update, we provide information on SUMA's advocacy issues, webinars, upcoming education sessions, events, and other things happening that affect municipalities across Saskatchewan. It's a pretty handy resource, even if I do say so myself. We even have a classified section where, for a fee, members can advertise job openings in their municipalities. There's the grant section too, which provides a list of upcoming grant deadlines and links to access information and get started on grant applications. Municipal Update is a good way for both SUMA and members to stay connected and have resources accessible at their fingertips. Anyone who's listening right now and thinking to themselves, hey, I'd like all this information in my inbox bi-weekly, you can go to the SUMA website, that's www.suma.org, and click on the subscribe link under resources and publications.
That municipal update provides an opportunity to share so much information, and I really like the way that you and the team have set it up. It's easy to read. You just kind of scroll through, and what's interesting, you spend more time on, and you kind of scroll through other parts that may not be as interesting to you. One of our other communications vehicle is our print magazine, commonly known as the Municipal Voice. Can you tell us what people will find in this magazine and tell our listeners where they can find a copy?
So Municipal Voice is our quarterly print magazine that can also be accessed online via the SUMA website. The magazine has a wide variety of articles contributed from experts on various topics, such as governance practices, cybersecurity, parks and green spaces, climate action, and municipal infrastructure, just to name a few. We also have recurring messages from both the CEO, Jean-Marc, who is sitting across from me right now, and from our president, Randy Golden. We also provide regular in-depth articles on SUMA's advocacy issues, legal cases, and their implications. Around convention time, the magazine is also full of all the need-to-know things convention-related. Of course, there's always our Make a Date with SUMA section in the magazine, which provides a bird's eye view of all the events and education sessions our SUMA team has planned for our members. All in all, it's a wealth of knowledge and information that gets mailed out every quarter. It's a team effort and such a joy to put together. If you contribute to the magazine, you receive a paper copy in the mail. And if you'd just like to read it, head on over to the publication section of the SUMA website at www.suma.org, and you can read things there.
That's fantastic. In addition to the content that's in the magazine, what I really like about this new version is the fact that it's available both in paper copy, because some people always like the paper and flipping through the pages and smelling the paper. I get that. But the fact that it's available online, you're not always close to a library or your office, or the fact that you have it on any device to be able to read it electronically makes this a valuable tool for the members. Well, we're coming to the end, and I want to say thank you to Catherine, Cheyenne, Katee, Steph, and Tanisha for taking the time to speak with me today. This has been an engaging conversation. I wanted to know if you have any final comments before we turn off the mics.
Yeah, I think, Jam, it's just important to remember that SUMA is the voice of Saskatchewan communities, providing advocacy, benefits, and resources to help our members serve their communities. Whether they're a city, town, village, resort village, northern municipality, or municipal district, SUMA is here to support them and represent their interests. As a SUMA member, they should be proud to be a part of a strong and united municipal sector in Saskatchewan.
Well said, Katee. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast, and we look forward to the next episode, which will involve other parts of the organization, whether it's our group benefit, our SUMA Sure, and our advocacy group later in this season. So enjoy, and if you have any opportunity to visit our office here in Regina, just pop on in on Parliament Avenue.
This brings us to the end of another episode of MuniCast. Thank you for listening in, and we look forward to engaging with SUMA members throughout the year. I look forward to welcoming Jean-Marc back for the rest of Season 6 to interview SUMA staff and provide listeners with a behind-the-scenes look into SUMA.